Hey, fatty! So tonight, I'm going to start off by talking a little bit about body composition and what is my optimal body weight. So if you have any questions, just ask. So right off the bat, a lot of people, they make this fucking goal weight. That is fucking bullshit. Whatever you think your goal weight should be, fucking go 10 or 15 pounds under that. And I'm not talking about your small milestone goals. I'm talking the fucking best version of yourself. So here's some numbers from my experience. Let's talk about women first. So if you're a certain height, there's a certain weight you're going to be if you're lean max. The only way to get heavier and still maintain that lean body is going to be if you're on steroids. So there was a good post tonight on the group. A girl got down to about 133 pounds. She looks good. She has a flat tummy. She's 5'7". That's just about on par. You might have the odd girl that's 5'7", that's a little bit thicker, that might be closer to the 140 mark, but that's about right. So from my experience, if a girl is about 5'6", you should fucking shoot for trying to crack 130. If you're 5'5", try to get down to 125 pounds or 120 even. Okay, if you're 5'4", 5'3", 120, even at 5'3", you should be trying to get down to even 115 to 117. Okay? These are proper numbers. End of the day, fucking fast your fucking face off until you're fucking shredded to fucking, shredded. Shredded, okay? Shredded. So let's talk about me. I fucking did a dry fast where I basically fasted down to 156 pounds. I know how low I can go. Okay? So, most of you don't have a fucking clue what your fucking optimal body weight is. Get fucking ripped. Fast to the point where you're literally under your fucking, where you think you would never get to. Just fucking fast that hard. You can always gain weight back. Weight back. So this girl here, 5'8", about 140. That'd be a good goal. Shoot for 140, 139 pounds. Then reevaluate. Okay? One of the girls I used to train, she's got thick legs, big butt, small waist. She probably could have got even leaner, but she was about 139, 140 when she was doing good. And she doesn't have big boobs, so boobs are going to play a part. But now boobs. Okay, a double D breast is going to be approximately 2.5 pounds. So I'm not talking about you fatties that got massive boobs because you're fat. I'm talking about once you're fucking shredded to the fucking core, your boob size. Very rarely is a lean woman going to have a double D breast. Lean women will rarely have double D breasts. So you got to compensate a little bit of weight there. End of the day, fucking get fucking ripped. Get lean to where you fucking can see abs. Because if you get that lean, then you're probably close to where you should be. Okay? So people gotta understand. Go way lower than you think. Fuck, someone's texting me. Okay, go way lower than you think. So even me, now let's talk about guys. So I'm 5'6.5". Right now I weigh 177. If you were a male and you are heavier than me and you're even close to my height, you're fucking fat. Okay? Because I'm getting on the top level of a free fat mass index. Now, what a free fat mass index is this is the real value of where you should be. Now, what it is it's how lean you are versus your height. Okay? So there's going to be a certain range. So, for example, if your free fat mass index is 25 or 26, you're top level genetics. Arnold Schwarzenegger was 27 when he was on gear. Some of these fucking bodybuilders nowadays are as high as 38, like Ron Coleman. Okay, now women are going to be a lot lower on that curve. So BMI for your average person that doesn't work out is actually going to be a fairly decent gauge. For your average person that doesn't fucking train, it'll be a fairly decent gauge. Okay, but if you want to get really picky about it, free fat mass index charts for fucking men. Now, women are going to be a different number. They're going to be a lot lower on the free fat mass index. So, for example, I'm 5'6.5", okay? I weigh 177 right now. I would guess if I went and got a scan done, the scan would probably say that I was around 9% body fat right now. So, if you had a guy that is as lean as me right now, at my height, and he's like 200 pounds, he's on fucking steroids. Simple as that. Okay, do you understand how that works? If you got a guy that's fucking ripped, and he's a fucking midget, and he's like 200 fucking pounds, he's fucking on steroids. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? The other part. Here, let's answer a couple here. I don't give a fuck about vaccines. I fucking think vaccines are a fucking joke. I think they're ruining mankind, to be honest with you. So, let's see here. Here's even a good point, like Jay Cutler. So he's a big fucking juiced up bodybuilder. This guy, he's got so much muscle that he could literally have a fat ass gut with no six pack and still pull a fucking body fat percentage of like 7. Because he's got so much muscle mass, okay? That's how it works. That's how it works. You could have a guy that looks fucking way more ripped than another guy, but the other guy, if he's got more muscle mass, like by a mile, he might pull a better number on a DEXA scan. Okay? So here's the thing. When you cut weight following a fasting-focused lifestyle, you're going to be more muscle sparing than if you tried to cut weight on calorie deficit alone. Meaning, let's use me. If I was 200 pounds and I was cutting calories eating my multiple meal a day mainstream bullshit and I got down to 180, okay, I will be fatter and have less muscle mass than if I fucking cut from 200 with a fasting focused lifestyle down to 180, because fasting is more muscle sparing. This is why you guys don't even fucking know what you'll look like at some of these weight numbers you're spitting out of your mouths, because you haven't got to that number before with this routine. Like even right now I'm 177. I am fucking a lean 177, and not to mention very strong. If I tried to cut down to this weight following a fucking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meal a day routine at a caloric deficit, I would be catabolic and I would not be near as strong. I know this because I fucking cut before from close to 200 with a 6 meal a day routine, got to 180 and I was fucking weak. I was weak and I was strong as fuck when I was at 200 because I fucking lost a bunch of goddamn muscle on a stupid 6 meal a day fucking diet. On calorie deficit alone with multiple meals, you will lose fucking muscle. So even though the weights are the same, you're going to look one way, my way, and you're going to look another way following a 6 meal a day bullshit protocol. Does that make sense? That's why you need to fast. Fasting is muscle sparing. Okay, here's a guy. So 5'10", muscular, he's 223, want to be 200. See, fucking 200's way too heavy for 5'10". You want to be fucking ripped? I used to live with one of the top, like a top level natural bodybuilder. And he is about 6'1", 6'2", and he's 200 fucking pounds. And he's fucking shredded. And he can still deadlift like 600 pound deadlift, squat 500 and bench close to 400. Okay? He's fucking 6'1" at 200. See, any of you guys that are 5'10" or shorter, your fucking numbers should be way down. At 5'10", I don't know how muscular you are. Let's say you're fairly muscular. The heaviest you should be is probably about fucking, like you said, about 190. You'll probably be pretty ripped at 190. Okay? Here's a girl, 5'3", 120 should be okay. So, you can go lower. I used to train a girl. She was, about 5'3", and she looked decent at 120, but she still had some fat on her gut. Like, she could have been easily 115, 116, easily, and not lost any muscle at that weight. Just fucking fast till you're shredded. Go overboard. Go low. Like I said, I cut down to 156 pounds on a dry fast. 156. Today I'm 20 pounds heavier than that. Go low. You can always gain the weight back. You can always gain the weight back slowly and do a nice lean bulk and start pumping iron. Okay? Cut fucking low. Cut fucking low. This works perfect for this. You just don't eat. Cut down. Get low. Get lean. Get lean as fuck. And then if you look skinny and you are lean, it's because you don't have any muscle. Okay, you don't have any fucking muscle. Like even the women that are like, I don't want to lose my ass. Because you don't got an ass. You got a fat ass. It's fat. Okay? If you lose your ass fasting, it's because you never had an ass to start with. Okay? If you lose any of this fucking shape, it's because you had no fucking shape to start with. You don't got any fucking muscle. Get your fucking ass in the gym and pump some iron. You don't got any muscle. It's like, I'm going to lose my ass. You don't got a fucking ass. Okay? Go build one. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger is on roids. Thing is, nowadays they're taking all the fucking insulin and shit. That's why these guys are dropping dead at 25 years old. They're a bunch of fucking idiots. Any fucking bikini coach out there that's actually recommending insulin to people should be fucking shot. Okay, let's see here. Here's one. Hey Cole, my friend just found out he has lupus. Can snake diet help or cure it completely? I'd have to read up on lupus, okay? But that was going to be my next topic I was going to get into. Fast! Fasting will always make the situation better. Always. Okay, and first, right off the bat, when somebody tells me they have some sickness, guess what I ask them? Are you fat? Are you fat and do you have fucked up hormones? Because if you're fat and you have fucked up hormones, that's the reason you're fucked up. Everything else is just a side effect. The symptoms are just from you being a fat fucked with fucked up hormones and stressed out and living a piss poor lifestyle. Okay. This guy said he's 5'10", 130 pounds. Like, well, fuck, get in the goddamn gym. You're way too fucking small for your height. You gotta start pumping iron. What's this one? How does fat you consume work in your body at a refeed? Does it burn fast if you're in max ketosis? So if you're essentially, when you're in ketosis, you're always in fat burning mode. So let's pretend we got like a fucking block of fucking butter, basically straight fat. So let's say I'm fasting and I'm burning body fat because I'm fasted. Now, let's say I ate a tablespoon of butter. That won't kick me out of ketosis, but what it will do is pause my fat burn. Because that is 1 tablespoon of body fat that now my body has to chew up in butter. You're just pausing the fucking fat burn. That's why a fucking mainstream ketogenic diet is fucking stupid. Why would you fucking throw a bunch of fat in your mouth when you already got the fat on your gut? Okay? Also, now on a fasting level, see, there's different levels of how deep you're fasted. The deepest autophagy effect is going to be when you're dry fasting. The second level of fasting is going to be when you're fasting on the salt water. And then the third level is going to be, say, when you're still in deep ketosis, but like you're not actually fasting anymore because you're putting food in your mouth. But say if you knock back coconut oil, it's not going to break the fat loss. It's not going to kick you out of fat burning mode, but now you're not fasting anymore. So the autophagy effect is getting fucked up and the healing effect is getting fucked up. That's why we fast, okay? Because you could eat mainstream keto routine and not kick yourself out of fat burning mode, but the thing is you're eating. Why would you eat when you're trying to lose fucking weight when you just burn body fat? It makes no fucking sense. You got the fat on your fucking gut. Fucking stop fucking eating and utilize it, for crying out loud. I was actually talking to a guy today about grizzly bears again. I always love using grizzly bears for an example. Fucking polar bears will come out of hibernation and like they're fucking starved out by that time. They still have the fucking energy to run down something or go kill a fucking seal. Like literally dive in the ocean and kill a goddamn seal. Like, and they're running on body fat for the last fucking 5 months straight. You understand that fat is fuel. There's amino acids. There's everything in your body fat. We just got to make sure we get those salts in because we're trying to be active when we fast, okay? So essentially, like I said, when you're in max ketosis, just fucking stay there. Don't eat. As soon as you put anything in your mouth, you're pausing the fucking fat burn. You're pausing the fat burn. What the fuck is this one? Okay, Yeah, I don't want to read that. Let's see here. How much should a girl weigh at 5'6"? So from my experience, it's always better to undershoot. Like I said, at 5'6", seriously try to shoot for 130 pounds. 130 or 129 pounds. Depending if you're a slim build, just fucking hit 129. Hit it. And then reevaluate. You can always gain the weight back. Get fucking lean so you can say you got there. Just get fucking shredded. And then you'll know what you're capable of. Why wouldn't you go as low as you can to figure out what you're capable of? Who cares if you fucking get a little bit weak? Just fucking gain a little bit of weight back, start pumping iron. It's not a big deal. Like I said, I did a fucking 5-day dry fast, got down to 156 pounds. And definitely I was catabolic at that point. I was 156 fucking pounds, like fucking skin and bone. Okay, of course I was catabolic. But I wanted to fucking see how low I could go. And now I know my range. I know that I could float between about 180 and 160 pounds. Obviously, I'm not quite as strong when I'm in those mid-160s as if I'm like mid-170s. But I know I can get down to those mid-160s and feel really good. I held that body weight for like fucking 5-6 months, like 165 pounds. I even competed at a powerlifting meet at 163. Okay, so I know that I'm still strong at 163. But when I start cutting below that, fuck, I start losing muscle because I'm so fucking lean at that point, right? 6'4", now that's the thing, you're kind of a one-off because you're getting so tall. But even at 6'4", you should try to probably shoot, like if my buddy that was a bodybuilder was 200 at 6'1", maybe add 7 pounds per inch. A good goal to shoot for would probably be about 115, 120 pounds. 120 pounds? 120 pounds fucking shredded? Just hit it. For men it's a little easier because they carry a little less fat on their bodies. When they get lean, they're a little leaner than women. So with men, fucking get a fucking six-pack. If you got a six-pack, you're fucking probably doing pretty good. Doesn't have to be a shredded six-pack, but if you can fucking see 6 sets of abs, you're doing pretty fucking good. You're probably right about where you should be. Let's see here. Okay, here's fucking perfect question. I'm going to hit this next topic. Meds. So this question, what about being on meds, like for anxiety, like whatever the fuck this med's called for anxiety? Can I still... Okay, you don't need fucking meds, for fuck's sakes. I always like to talk in extremes. These fucking people on these psychiatric psychotic meds, you can cut them cold turkey. Cold turkey through a fucking hardcore fast. Okay? Here's the thing. This fucking one girl, she's like, let's get real here. Fucking, you can't just beat fucking mental issues with fasting. You know what? You can. Because most of the people that have the mental health issues are fucking fat and with fucked up hormones. Or maybe they're not fat, but their hormones are fucked. Fasting fixes that problem. You'd be fucking blown away. If you weren't born with mental health issues, they can be fixed. You get it? So, let's go extreme. Let's talk a heroin addict. You can't wean a heroin addict off heroin. You literally have to throw them in a fucking padded room for 3 days and fast. And when you fast, you kick that shit out of your system in fucking no time flat. There is not one motherfucking med out there that if I didn't take that fucking person, lock him in my bedroom for a fucking day so they couldn't kill themselves, for 3 days so they couldn't kill themselves, they will be in a state of euphoria like you wouldn't believe when you let them out, and they'll feel like $1,000,000 because they'll be losing weight, they'll fucking be more confident, they won't be so depressed, they'll be in ketosis, they'll feel like $1,000,000, they'll fucking be completely fucking cut, they'll be able to cut the meds like that. That's how fast this works. Even with coffee. You know how long it takes to beat a coffee addiction if you just try to slowly cut coffee over? If you're not fasting and you cut coffee cold turkey, it can take you months to actually get over that addiction if you're still fucking eating your stupid mainstream diet. When you fast, you can get this shit out of your system in a few days. If you're willing to dry fast, you can clean this shit out of your system in 3 fucking days. 3 fucking days on a hard dry fast, no showers. I guarantee it. That's how good this shit works. Dry fasting will clean anything out of your fucking body. And yeah, don't get me wrong, you're gonna have fucking crazy withdrawals. Plan for it. Get a friend to stay overnight at your house for fucking 3 days so you don't fucking hang yourself or some shit. Okay? You can cut the fucking meds cold fucking turkey. Cold turkey. You will not die. And like I said again, the reason you have you have mental health issues is because your hormones are fucked. Your fucking life fucking sucks because you don't take any action. You're scared shitless of fucking judgment and you're fat. That is the fucking underlying cause. Okay? Cut the fucking meds, crybaby. Watch my fucking YouTube. I made a whole YouTube on this. You can cut the shit fucking quick out of your life, okay? Okay, I answered these weights with the girls a million times now. 5'6", try to shoot for like 125 pounds. Just get there. Fucking, and like a lot of girls, you're like 220. Fucking not even close to where you should be. Just fucking start fasting. Quit thinking so fucking hard about it. Just start fucking fasting, okay? Gotta get that through people's fucking heads. Did anyone ever win that challenge to lose so much weight in a month? So one guy, this is a good question. So one fella, he didn't hit the number I wanted. I wanted 60 pounds in 30 days. He was at 50. So no, nobody did. Let's see here. Just looking for some questions. So here's one. I cannot get to the gym. None in my town. What can I do at home to build muscle? Tons of shit. My whole boxing fucking practice when I was a kid was fucking basically body weight lifts. Okay? Do fucking jumping split squats. Do fucking burpees. Full push-up. Fucking do fucking, I call them, knee springs. Basically when you're jumping up and you land in a squat and you're just jumping, but you're squatting right to the floor. Do some sort of an inverted row. Find something you can grab onto and lay on your back for a pulling exercise. Do fucking push-ups. Okay? Do handstands against the wall for your shoulders. There's a million of them. YouTube is your friend. Go on fucking YouTube and just type in body weight exercises. How fucking hard is that? People got to do some goddamn due diligence. This is the whole problem that I have and probably why I get fucking mad so much. Because people are fucking lazy. I'm not your fucking babysitter. Go on YouTube and fucking read and watch videos. How do you think I learned all this shit? I self-experiment. I get a certain symptom or a side effect. Then I read about the side effect. And that's how I learned the science behind it. Okay? That's how it happens. It's like, okay. It's like I'm dry fasting. Oh, I had a fucking massive breakout on my skin during the first few days of dry fasting. Then I go look up why. Oh, my body's kicking toxins, and this is what's happening on a fucking molecular level. How fucking hard is that? Take the time, watch my videos, subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. It's called Snake Diet. Spend like 30 hours. All these videos will be on there, just like this one. All that body weight stuff. There's no fucking excuse. Go do fucking sprints outside if you can run. Short sprints. Tons of stuff. Bear crawls. I used to fucking, you get on the ground and you just crawl. You have your feet and hands, you have your ass in the air and you fucking crawl. Let's see here. Every girl at my CrossFit box has an ass. That's what we do. They do fucking piles of fucking squatting. See, that's another thing. I get in this argument with people how, the main lift fucking for building size on your glutes and legs is going to be deadlifts and fucking squats. The isolated exercises will definitely make certain muscles pop. Like you got glute bridges, you got all the other shit, even lunges and everything. But you gotta squat. Squatting taxes your system and makes you burn fucking calories as well. And it also gives you more bone density, okay? A properly performed squat is the best fucking movement you can do. We used to squat to take a shit, okay? Do you have a squatty potty? You guys should too. Go buy a fucking squatty potty. It'll make you have better bowel movements because it opens your fucking digestive system up. It opens up your bowels so shit doesn't get plugged up and then you're in a natural state. Okay, squat. Squat, 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 squat. It's fucking healthy. Very healthy. Okay, here's one. She says, you say hormones affect everything. I have a low hormone IUD and it's the only thing other than abstinence that keeps me from getting pregnant. Well, what's wrong with abstinence? Allergies are the problem. The IUD, any fucking thing that's foreign to your body is going to cause issues. Obviously, the IUDs, if there's any sort of hormonal things there, it's going to fuck you up. Even a copper IUD, it's still going to fuck you up. You're not supposed to have a chunk of copper in your body, for fuck's sakes. Like, this isn't rocket science. Keep it as natural as you can. Think thousands of years ago how people used to live. I learned more from watching Discovery Channel than I ever learned from any fucking nutritionist. Watch how fucking animals even live. You'll learn way more. Keep all the man-made shit out of your fucking body. It doesn't need to be there. Fuck. Eat fucking food and fucking fast and go fucking pump iron. How hard of a lifestyle is that? Okay, here's one. Snake juice fast for 48 plus hours. Eat a meal, 4-to-1 ratio. Then fast 72 hours. Can you go over quickly the basics after 72? It just matters how fast you want to lose the weight. If you feel good at 72 and you're a fat ass, keep fasting. Okay, honestly, fast until you actually run into an issue. Like, the only reason me and Paul broke that 15-day fast is because we did a 2-day dry fast at the tail end of the 15 days, and he got a little bit of stomach problems. He got some issues because he's detoxing so hard, so we broke the fast. And we broke it by eating in a tight eating window still, cucumbers, some watermelon, and we knocked back some coconut water. 3 days, 3 or 4 days we went. 4 days with a little tight window where we're just hitting this little bit of food. Coconut water is food, by the way. There's fucking calories there. Okay, you can't drink coconut water during a fucking fast. So that's what we did. And then once he felt 100% again, we fucking went back on the fast. And now he's on, like, I don't know what he is. Day 7 again? See, it's simple. If you're a fat ass, you fast until you run into some problems, and then fucking do a light ass refeed. Stick to my rule, a minimum of a 4-to-1 vegetable to meat ratio. But even better is if you don't even eat any fucking food hardly at all, and just break your fucking fast with some coconut water, and then maybe eat some cucumbers and some watermelon, tight eating window still, and then once you feel good again, start the fast again, because your body's just going to constantly be detoxing as long as you're a fat ass. Like, the detoxing isn't just over after the first fucking 72-hour fast. You're going to be constantly going through these ups and downs until you lose all the fucking fat. Because as long as you're still fat, you're not healthy yet. It doesn't matter if you've been fasting for a fucking year. If you're still a fat ass, you're not healthy yet. Get fucking lean through a fasting focused lifestyle. By the time you get lean, I will assure you, if you've gotten lean through fasting, you'll be fucking the healthiest motherfucker you know. Okay? You'll be healthy as a horse. Get lean through a fasting focused lifestyle. Don't get lean through eating 6 meals a day at a caloric deficit. Okay? A caloric deficit on its own is junk. The fasting is the number one fucking part. Fasting. And that's it. So keep going. And I don't care about hunger pains and shit. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't care about your hunger pains. I care about real issues if you have to break that fast. Like, reasons to break the fast are going to be like, am I dying? Do I feel like I'm dying? How weak am I? Can I stand up off the bed? Do I have a nasty ass motherfucking headache that just won't go away? Coffee addicts always have issues. Women that drink coffee with sugar are the worst. The worst. Okay? So anybody that's having withdrawals, if you haven't even hit 48 hours yet, I don't even give a fuck what's going on with you. Anything can happen in that first 48 hours. Okay? Keep your fucking ass at a slow pace and fucking get through it. Anything can happen. So when somebody's like bitching and complaining at 24 hours, yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay? Everything is normal. Okay, anything that you're going through during that first part of the fast is normal shit. Okay, everybody's going through this crap. Okay. This girl said I was 126 at 5'6", hit the gym, hit 140 pounds. Yeah, perhaps. You might have been training, put on a bit of muscle. You didn't put on 14 pounds of muscle. Like, I don't know the time frame there, not unless you're training for fucking 3 years straight or some shit. This one here. Let's see here. Oh, here's one. What's the best way to get over the mental hurdles? Watch my fucking YouTubes. I'm about the most motivation you're going to get. Okay, I'm about the most motivation you're going to get. Also, you got to work on your self-awareness. Go try staring at a wall for an hour. Okay? Like, embrace the hunger. Like, understand, like, stop for a second and fucking actually develop some self-awareness. Get rid of the fucking stimulus out of your goddamn lives. Shut your fucking phone off. Okay? Put your fucking phone in a safe. Get rid of your stupid fucking stimulus. Okay? You need to get self-aware. See, this is the biggest problem with all you fat asses and all you unhealthy people. Nobody's patient anymore. You aren't patient. See, fasting builds character, which is the most important part of the whole way of life. Because once you got the character, like I talked about yesterday, I can gain weight and lose weight at will. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I can do whatever I want. Okay? I just have full control over my body. I can fast myself fucking near to death if I fucking had enough of a reason to do it. You know, it's like, I can do whatever I want. Full control. Self-awareness. So, like, do a scan from head to toe. Like, really think, like, they teach you this shit in yoga. You know, when you think about the spot that's hurting and then it kind of just goes away. I used to do this for sleeping drills when I was working night shift. Self-awareness. Be patient. Understand the process. Education helps. You understand when you're feeling hungry, you're probably making a shift into fat burning mode and you're fucking burning fat. Understand that you're doing yourself good. You gotta truly understand that you're doing yourself good. And then you won't fucking break the fast. And the people around you gotta tell them to fuck off. Add your fucking friends and family to the Snake Diet Motivation Group. The main reason I get people to do that is because I had another person the other day. I was helping them, and they fucking quit. Okay, and this was somebody else's indirect. So this person had throat cancer. And it was actually, his niece was helping him, essentially. I talked to him a couple times on the phone, but he had no skin in the game. That's why I refuse to help anybody anymore that doesn't have skin in the game. If they haven't done something, not money, because you know I don't charge, but if they haven't added their friends or something, because they got to hold their fat asses accountable, or they just end up wasting my fucking time. Okay? Like, somebody comes to me right now, is like, I want help. So let's say I help them for free for a week. And then they just quit. It's like, thanks for wasting my fucking time. That's why I make them add people. Because here's the other part. When they add their family members, that holds them accountable because they got to deal with the fucking judgment. The judgment is key to keeping you motivated. Why do you think I make you guys, or I keep hounding you guys to post these accountability pictures? Because the fear of judgment will keep your fat ass motivated. Because if you post that picture of yourself now, and fucking be comfortable posting that picture, it's not going to be you in another month. You're not going to be that person ever again. Get that in your fucking head. You're not going to be that person. But that's why I get people to post the pictures. Because it keeps them motivated so they can look back at that fucking picture and be like, I don't want to be this person anymore. And then they'll fucking fast. Because a lot of these people don't even have these pictures, like, to themselves. They don't even have their own pictures. And, like, send your pictures to other people, too. Like, friends. Like, show them. Okay, let's answer some more here. Oh, so should we not mix the soda and apple cider vinegar? Yeah, you can mix the baking soda and the apple cider vinegar. Watch my kidney drink video. So, essentially, the reason I mixed it, because then it kills the acidity of the vinegar so you can swallow it easier and it doesn't burn your fucking throat. Okay? But like depending on where you're at, you can take the vinegar and take the baking soda essentially whenever you want, but don't take the baking soda around meals because it can cause indigestion because it makes your fucking stomach very high pH. Okay, high pH. And your stomach, you want it to be a low pH to digest food properly. So don't take the fucking vinegar and baking soda. The vinegar you could take around food. But since we're mixing the two together, don't take the fucking baking soda around meals. This question, I'm not sure. She said, are we supposed to eat anyways or stop? I'm not sure what she's referring to there. There's a guy, I'm 6'1" and I'm 230. I need to be under 200 for sure. Exactly. You need to be under 200. At 6'1", you should be fucking 190 some pounds fucking shredded. Now it depends a little bit. It's obviously genetics will play a part. Like how big your wrists are. You can see who's like gonna be big. Because I do have a buddy that's shorter than me that's a fucking tank. Like his wrists are the size of my ankles. So like him at as lean as I am right now at 5 foot fuck all, like 5'7" or however tall he is, 5'6", he could actually be like 190 and lean. Where I'd be like maybe like I'd be 15 pounds lighter than if I was the same body fat as him. Like this guy's a fucking just an animal. Like he's short and he's just big. Huge bones. Okay, here's a question. Cole, I'm dry fasting right now. I'm going to the dentist. Probably. Okay, don't fucking let them give you anesthetic on a fucking fast. Don't be stupid. This happened to a girl that I know. She fucking was a fucking hero, was on a 12-day fast, went to the fucking dentist, fucking got a bunch of shit done. They pumped her full of that epinephrine. Fuck, I can't even remember the word. Fuck. Anyway, they gave her a bunch of this shit. She ended up fucking fainting 2 hours later. Fucking don't go get shit like that done when you're not fasted. Epinephrine. Fuck, I can't remember how you fucking pronounce that word. Okay, so don't be stupid. Don't ever let anything go into your body that's unnatural, like fucking any sort of needles or anything when you're in a fasted state. It doesn't make any sense. Use your fucking heads. I'm not going to be responsible for fucking dumbasses that do stupid shit when they're doing a crazy dry fast. Epinephrine. Oh, fuck, I can't remember that word. Okay. What is the longest you can fast for? How do you know you've fasted too much? Like I said before, fast as long as you can until you run into problems. If you don't run into problems, keep going. Josh fasted for 40 days and lost 61 pounds. Okay? Throughout that 40 days, he had 3 1-liter bottles of coconut water, if I'm not mistaken. That's it. 3 times he drank coconut water at night, and that was it. Okay, vitamins. You don't need any of this shit. You don't need anything. Just fucking fast. The over-the-counter multivitamins shit are trash. They don't help you mobilize your own vitamins that are in your body. Okay, like if I keep pounding back fucking vitamins that my body already has, it's not gonna let my body mobilize the fucking shit that's already there. Plus, these vitamins are junk. Okay? Most of them are fucking the quality shit. We don't need any of this shit. Did cavemen take vitamins? No. Okay? Fast. And once you get lean, you'll be eating a full calorie count again. When I say full calorie count, that's because you're running out of body fat at that point. Then you got to eat food to make up the fucking calories. Does anybody not understand when I say full calorie count? Example. Right now I need about, like, say, fucking 25 to 3,000 calories a day. If I don't get the 25 to 3,000 calories in my meal, or let's say throughout the week, I need, on a 7-day cycle, I would need to get about 20 to 21,000 calories in 7 days. The reason I need that food is because I don't got the body fat anymore to pull 21,000 calories from my fucking body fat. Does that make sense? No, I've seen something come up about acupuncture. None of that shit when you're fasted, for fuck's sakes. None of it. Acupuncture's a fucking scam half the time anyway. I got a bunch of shit done. I didn't do anything. So, Do you understand? You're either getting the energy from your body fat or from food, but you have to fast to completely take full advantage of the body fat. If you're spiking your insulin, you'll be breaking down muscle. That's what eating 6 times a day at a caloric deficit does. Okay? Does that make sense? On a week, I would need about 21,000 calories. But you fat asses can pull that 21,000 calories off your fucking gut. Like, say if I was a fat ass and I was 200 pounds right now, I could fast for a whole week and pull 21,000 calories off my fucking gut. But once I got down to where I am now, then I'd have to eat again. Okay? Let's see here. All this shit, like probiotics, you don't need any of this shit. Fucking dry fast if you have stomach problems. Your stomach will fix itself. Most of the time, you know you have stomach problems when you're having fucking issues with skin. Definitely. Okay? Dry fast. That will fix your stomach. Dry fast and fucking pound the cayenne pepper in the salt water. Okay? You don't need any of this shit. None of it. Fuck, how many times do I gotta tell people that? Anybody that don't even ask that question on the group. If I don't say to take it, then don't. Okay? Fast on fucking salt water until you get lean, and then you start eating real food again. How hard is that? And once you get lean and you can start eating real food again, go check out that before and after. The girl that posted tonight, she's basically eating 1 meal a day, most days of the week, and then throwing in a 48-hour fast. How fucking easy is it to maintain at that point? Okay? That's how it'll work. You fucking, like I said before, you're in the fat loss fucking mode. You're in the fat loss stage. Cut the fat, like me and Paul. We're in fat loss stage right now. All we're doing is focusing on fucking roasting body fat off him as fast as humanly fucking possible. Okay? Then once he gets down to where he's running low on body fat, we start eating food again. Yay! We get to start eating fucking food again once we're fucking ripped. Once we're ripped to fucking shreds, you get to fucking start eating again. Here's a question. How many ABC shots should you take a day? Honestly, if your body can handle that vinegar, you take as much as you fucking want. It's not going to break your fucking fat. It's not going to kick you out of fat burning mode. Don't take as much vinegar or as much baking soda as you want, though. But like sometimes, like with the lemon juice, like I said yesterday, sometimes I'd pound like a half a bottle when I was doing like a 48. I'd be on a 48-hour fast and I'd drink a half a bottle of lemon juice at night. And I'd eat well, this isn't a true fast. This is bullshit. But what I would do is, it wasn't a 48 technically because I ate a fucking bulb of garlic. So the bulb of garlic calorie, it's not going to kick me out of fat burning mode, but I was fucking around with garlic. So I ate a whole bulb and then I pounded back this lemon juice. So I've done all sorts of experiments. But at the end of the day, that apple cider vinegar, you can knock a lot of it back. You can knock a lot of it back. Fucking figure it out. Okay, if you get the shits, you drank too much. Like, everybody's body's different, fucked up in a different way right now. Okay, certain people aren't going to be able to handle that fucking ABC at all at the start. They'll probably get the fucking shits immediately. So that's why, even for the first 48 hours, I just recommend just the fucking salt water and the cayenne pepper. Fucking start adding in that fucking vinegar afterwards. Could you do this diet with a heart stent? You could always fast. You can always fucking fast. That heart stint's not gonna give you an issue. The only problem is the meds they're probably giving you, the fucking blood thinners. But see, because the meds will fuck with fat burning mode. But regardless, the fasting is gonna be optimal regardless. So, what about electrolytes while dry fasting? Okay, that's the fucking trade-off when you dry fast. You're gonna eventually hit a wall on electrolytes, where they get fucking basically depleted to the point where the only electrolytes you're getting are the ones that are getting used from breaking down body fat. That's why fucking you don't see a fucking dog that just got hit by a car running and trying to dry fast. They're sitting there dry fasting. That's a bad example because obviously they're going to be running if they fucking got hit by a car. But when you dry fast, you rest. Dry fasting is meant to heal. You don't want to be using any energy because any energy you're expending is not going to go to the cause. Like say if you're trying to beat cancer, you know, your dry fasting is to fucking heal. That's the trade-off for that crazy autophagy effect. is you will hit a wall on electrolytes, probably by, depending on your last meal, 48 to 72 hours, you'll feel fucking weak as a 100-year-old man. Okay? You will hit a wall. That's why we drink the snake juice. That's why the best optimal way to burn fat is drinking snake juice and feeling good and being able to do activity. Okay? Like Paul went and swam 2 fucking kilometers yesterday. Slow clap for him. Okay, 2 kilometers he swam yesterday on fucking snake juice and no food for days. Okay, no food for fucking days. He's 450 pounds. He swam 2 fucking clicks. Okay? If he can do it, you can do it. This is why I love coaching him, because none of you fucking crybabies can say shit when come February, Paul weighs fucking under 250 pounds and he's fucking strong as an ox. You fucking people better be fucking lower than his body weight by that time, or I'll be fucking pissed. Okay? Yeah, I made a video about this one. She said she's freezing cold. She's dressed for winter. So the reason is because Paul's always cold too. Because the blood is going to areas of your body where there's fat that's breaking down like crazy, and the blood has to transfer those free fatty acids, okay, and that glycerol basically to areas of the body that need the energy. That's why. So the blood, that's why if you hold your arm up, maybe if you're like quite overweight and you're not very healthy, you'll lose circulation in your arm and it'll feel like you can't hold it up. Okay? That's because the fucking blood is in areas where it normally wouldn't have been before because of the fucking fasting, because you're breaking down all this body fat. If you feel cold, you're fucking burning fat. Remember that. If you feel cold and you're not fucking up the fast, you're burning fucking body fat like fucking crazy. Let's see here. This one person asked, what's the sparkling water for? So here's the rule. Like here, I have San Pellegrino water right here, okay? Now, if you're fasting indefinitely, this is a liter, or 750 mils. So either way, I don't give a shit if you're drinking this stuff with some Evian, because this is actually pretty good water. But you have to get in the salts. So say this is 750 mils, maybe you had a liter of Evian water mixed up with a couple teaspoons of each of the salts, or maybe a teaspoon and a half of each of the salts, or whatever is working for you. It all matters on the day. How much salt and water you're getting in on the day. Make sure you're not going too fucking high. And all the numbers on my videos, I have the top end number. The top end number is usually, for most people, 2 liters of water in the day and 2 teaspoons of each of those salts in 2 liters. Okay, that's top and highest concentration. If you fucking feel like you can go with less, you could cut that salt in half. You could go like even, maybe you went like 1.5 liters of water in the day. This would be a good starting point for a lot of females that aren't overly active. Maybe 1.5 liters of water, and then maybe 0.75 teaspoons of each of the salts. Like, you can dial it in, okay? You can dial it in. Okay, here's a question. So, a diabetes question just came up here. So if you're, I'm going to talk a little bit about blood sugar quick. So if you're a diabetic and feel weak because sugar is low, just keep drinking snake juice. Okay, first off, is your sugar actually low? You got to make sure you know that. Because if you're a fucking sugar addict, your fucking blood sugar might be fine, but your withdrawal symptoms from not having any food is what's causing you to get lightheaded. So check your fucking blood sugar. If your blood sugar is no lower than 3.3 millimoles per liter, or 60 milligrams per deciliter, you're fine. If you're feeling lightheaded, if your blood sugar is higher than that, it's because you're an addict. You're a fucking addict. I ran my blood sugar at 3.6 millimoles per liter for a fucking month straight. Okay? So if your blood sugar's in the 4s, or above 60, you're fine. If your doctor says any different, he's a fucking idiot. You get it? Okay, and so if type 2 diabetics, like, when I hear people, when they're like, oh, I'm hypoglycemic, they make it sound like it's a disease. Fuck, your hypoglycemia will go away. It's not a big deal. It's going to clear up. Just don't be a moron. If you're fasting long periods of time, go get a fucking blood sugar tester and test your fucking blood sugar. How easy is that? Fuck, I'm not even a diabetic and I got a fucking blood sugar tester, for Christ's sakes. It cost me like $15. I got the cheapest one you could get. The strips are more money. But see, just fucking fast as long as you can. If you start feeling lightheaded, check your fucking blood sugar. If your blood sugar is above what I just said, fucking keep going. Just lay down. Because you're just going through fucking withdrawals. You know how many people I've had that their blood sugar is still fine? They're just going through withdrawals on the goddamn food. Okay, your type 2 diabetes is a fucking joke. Okay, well, you'll be off your meds in fucking 2 fucking days. Soon as your blood sugar clears and it gets down, see, low blood sugar is the least of our problems. Like, as long as you're not an idiot, like, low blood sugar can fuck you up. But as far as having low blood sugar, that's going to be a rarity for you type 2s. Your blood sugar's through the fucking roof. We want to bring it down. Your blood sugar's like riding around like fucking stupid numbers. Like, I know of people that their blood sugar's up like at like fucking 400 and shit. Like 400 milligrams per deciliter, like 20 millimoles per liter, like just fucking insane numbers. Like your fucking blood's just like fucking taffy, for fuck's sakes. That's what we're trying to do, is bring the blood sugar down and keep it down as low as we can for as long as we can. Okay, we're trying to heal your fucking liver. Because the diabetes, type 2 diabetes is a fucking goddamn liver issue because you fucked your fucking liver with your stupid fucking lifestyle. Let's see here. And that's another thing too. This girl brought up a good point. Sally, you can't have an allergy to food if you're not eating. It's fasting. Perfect. Like, I don't care about your fucking food allergies. You're not eating any food. Like, as long as you're not allergic to water or salt, you're not eating. And then guess what happens? Your fucking stupid allergy goes away too. Because those are just fucking hormonal issues just the same. It's all hormonal issues. All of it. Because your body is fucked. Instead of worrying about your stupid fucking little crybaby symptoms, ask yourself this. Am I fat? Am I fat? Am I a food addict? Do I eat piles of sugar? Do I fast? Fix those first and all the rest of your stupid symptoms will disappear. Okay? Don't come to me and be like, oh, I'm whatever fucking issue. There's one even today. Just like, it's like, oh, I have hypothyroidism, which is the most common fucking version because the stupid doctors try to make you think that you're getting fat because you have hypothyroidism, so your metabolism slowed down. No, it's because your fucking diet's trash. But the first question I ask them, it's like, Cole, can I do this diet? I have hypothyroidism. It's like, first question I ask them, are you fat? And they weigh like fucking, then they're like fucking 100 pounds overweight. Yeah, you can do the fucking diet. You don't have anything wrong with you. You don't have anything wrong with you. You're just fucking fat and fucked up. And the fucking fasting will fix it. There's nothing wrong with you. Like I said before, if you got all your fucking organs and they're all in working condition, fasting will fucking fix everything. Fasting will cure everything if you have all your organs and they were actually working. I like that one with the allergies. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your allergy issues to food because you're not fucking eating, for fuck's sakes. So you got peanut allergies? Well, you're not eating. So you got fucking, you're allergic to broccoli? Well, you're not eating. Fuck. Here's a good one. My sex drive was through the roof on keto. It's like non-existent when fasting. I feel like I have spurts of energy and spurts of no energy when fasting. What's up with that? Well, that could happen. You're not eating anything right now. Worry about the fucking weight loss. Okay? Don't worry about these little things until you lose the fucking weight. Lose all the weight. It'll take you 2 months. It'll take you 2 fucking months. Unless you're super fucking heavy. If you're fucking dedicated, you should be able to lose 20 pounds a month like fuck all. Okay? Lose the weight. Get fucking lean. You'll start being able to fucking hammer food back again. Your sex drive will come back. Maybe it'll even come back before that, okay? Don't freak out about this little, this stuff doesn't matter, okay? Lose the fucking goddamn weight. Okay. And speaking of which, like, that's weird anyway. You know how many women get a hold of me saying that they're crazy horny and shit? It's fucking crazy. They, like, can't keep their fucking hands off their husband now. And, like, they'll be, like, so much more fertile. They'll have, like, fluids oozing out of their vaginas that never were there before. Like, it's insane. I hear every fucking story you could possibly think of. So here's one. And she's cut back her salts. Like, what do you mean how low you can go? I don't know what you're at for salts. So you cut back your salts. Like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be cutting them back. I'm not sure what the issue is with you. I need to know the fucking problem before I could give you a solution or try to solve it. Here's one. 5'10", 208 pounds now. Second trimester with my baby. Oh, I thought your name's Ryan. I thought you were a man. Sorry. But through this platform working towards an abortion. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there. Okay, let's see here. Jessica Michael asks, during a dry fast and she meant I get a severe headache. Can you put salt directly on your tongue? No, nothing during a dry fast. The reason you're getting the fucking headaches is because you're going through withdrawals. Sometimes you'll get nasty headaches, and then once you get into, it's like your body will start using metabolic water. Your body will actually start pulling water from the fat. And I used to get a headache when I first started dry fasting at about 48 hours. Like the very first dry fast I did, like it was the very first fucking dry fast I did was 5 fucking days. And I got a nasty headache at 48 hours. And then then I was good. Because it's like your body's got almost kind of like how your body shifts into fat burning mode once all the carbs are depleted out of your liver. It's kind of like that. Your body almost shifts to like metabolic water burning mode. And then the headache goes away. And then you just feel lightheaded as fuck for the whole rest of the dry fast, pretty much is what happens. Yeah, you'll save a lot of money eating because you're not eating anything. Here's a question from Rachel Larson. Is there a difference between a fast and a dry fast? Yes. Dry fasting is nothing. No water, no nothing. It's called dry for a reason, okay? Nothing. Now, there's 2 types of dry fast. There's a soft dry fast and a hard dry fast. Soft dry fast, you can still you're making water contact. I still recommend jumping. If you're going to shower, just jump in and out and do it quick. Because your body turns into like this fucking sponge for water when you've been dry fasting for a while. Hard dry fast is way more aggressive. It's honestly so much more aggressive that it's probably almost 1.5 times as hard. Maybe twice as hard to do a hard dry fast. And that's no water contact whatsoever. Okay? Let's see here. Is it okay? Victoria Anna asks, is it okay to gargle with coconut oil during a wet fast if you're having terrible... Yeah, you could pull with coconut oil, just don't fucking swallow it. Wendell Lamont Wells asks, baking soda water before dry fasting. Yeah, going into a dry fast, you can knock back some baking soda. It alkalizes your kidneys, and then you can start the dry fast. It depends how long. You know, I've changed my whole thought on that because I used to kind of be like pussyfooting around the way you'd break a dry fast and the way you'd go into one. But I realize now that if cavemen had to dry fast, or even when animals dry fast, when they break the fast, they just fucking eat. But they're not addicts. They eat accordingly. But the main rule is, like, when I'd come off a long dry fast, I'd basically knock back coconut water, essentially, until I'm urinating again. And then I'd eat a meal. And the meal should be 4-1, if not no meat. You don't even need the fucking meat. You can just pound back a bunch of wet vegetables. You need measuring spoons with a snake diet logo on them. That's actually clever. Here's Penny Mason says, doctor called me back and said, and she said I'm full type 2 diabetic now and wanted to put me on meds. Fuck that. Okay, you don't need meds. Just start fasting. Type 2 diabetes is like having a cold. Okay, just fast. Another thing too, people when they're getting sick, or if they get sick, a lot of times you might have withdrawals and you're kicking toxins and you'll actually get sick because when you start the fasting. Keep fasting. Don't go fucking your stupid doctor and get a medication for your sickness. Keep fucking fasting when you're sick. There was a good question that came up yesterday about somebody who was talking about having a bladder infection. And then me and Avanthia talked about it. And basically, we were talking about how to maybe keep drinking the fluid to kick shit through your kidneys. Because the question was, should I dry fast or wet fast if I had a bladder infection? So now I'd have to experiment to give an honest opinion about it, because I haven't had a bladder infection and tried dry fasting it away. Because end of the day, I still truly believe that if you sat on your fucking ass and you're fucked up sick, whatever the problem is, dry fasting might be the best thing you could possibly do. But we were talking about how you'll get like an increase in ammonia, and dry fasting will you'll tax your kidneys a little more in theory. So you'd want to be flushing your kidneys with water. So you'd stay on the snake juice if you had a fucking bladder infection. But like I said, we were talking about that, but then afterwards I was thinking about it, and like I truly believe that dry fasting is the best healer if you can just lay in bed and not drink water. Because technically the autophagy is so strong, your kidney, because I've read so much about healing the fucking kidneys with the dry fasting that. So anyway, just keep drinking the snake juice. Either way, you're not going to fucking die. You don't need your fucking antibiotics is what I was getting at. Okay? You don't need any of that shit. Fucking fast. Let's see here. See, Tina Renee says, my sex drive is in overdrive when fasting. Congratulations. That's what it should be. I actually probably had the craziest sex drive when I'm dry fasting. Like you're like waking up with like morning wood, but it becomes fucking 24-hour wood. It doesn't just go away. Dry fasting is fucking nuts. That was just my experience with dry fasting. Let's see here. Here's another girl. Brittany Kathleen says her sex drive is way up too. Probably because she's lost a pile of weight and she feels more sexy, so her sex drive is higher. It's funny how that works. It's like, geez, I'm fucking leaner and sexier. Maybe my sex drive would actually be higher because I actually want to be seen naked now. Geez, it's funny how that fucking works. Okay, here's a guy. Dylan Main. Hey, I'm an MMA fighter and I have done multiple 72-hour plus fasts. I am just wondering if I can still train well on the long fast. You have to play with it. If you're getting lean, like what's your goal, right? Now, if you're lean, you can go to more of a 1 meal a day routine, throwing in maybe the 48s on the off or the rest days. That's kind of how I eat. So normally I'll probably eat 5 meals a week and then have like 2 days fasting time, like 2 days with the longer fast. 48s or a couple 36s or something. But yeah, you just have to play with it. If you feel good on a 72, if you're feeling good, like I've done a 1 mile swim on the tail end of a 72-hour snake juice fast before. And like I don't mean just a lazy one either. I swam it fast. So can I swallow cum during a dry fast? No. The dry fast isn't that many days. Hold off. I actually get that question quite a bit. Go look at the nutrition value of semen. There's like nothing there hardly, okay? A little bit of semen's not going to break your water fast. Because like even our water fast, we're still taking cayenne pepper. Technically, there's a little bit of calories there. Technically, your body will use a little bit of energy to break that down. So that's the thing. Where dry fasting's pure. The snake juice fasting is like as pure as we can get while still feeling great. Okay? Let's see here. Another benefit of being, just Jason, another benefit of being a guy that's lost 50 pounds is that your dick gets much bigger. Like more of the turtle is sticking out of the shell. That's awesome. I shouldn't have any problems if I don't have a gallbladder, right? No. The only problems you're going to run into really is when you don't have the gallbladder, because what your gallbladder really is like a capacity bottle for bile. So if you're eating like your fucking mainstream keto bullshit and you fucking pound a bunch of fat back, you got this really quick shot of bile that'll get shot into the small intestine. So when you're fasting, it's not going to matter, okay? In fact, it's the best way to get rid of fucking goddamn gallstones. Fast. Don't get your fucking gallbladder removed for fuck's sakes. Fast. Let the fucking gallstones break down. Kick them, okay? They'll break down. The funny part is you don't even need to fucking the bile. You don't even need to be making hardly any because you're not eating anything, right? And that's the problem because when they take out the gallbladder, you lose that capacity bottle, so it makes it harder to break down all the fats because your body can't pound the volume of bile that it could before. Does that make sense? A capacity bottle. It's kind of like, say if you had an air compressor that only put out like maybe 20 cubic feet per minute of air, but you needed to pump up like some big tire. And so you have a bottle that you fill up with this little air compressor, and then when you need this huge amount of volume at once, you got this massive bottle that's already been pre-charged with the small air compressor. Because the bile's all fucking coming from the liver into the gallbladder, right? And then there's another line, I believe, from the liver that just has a steady trickle of bile into the small intestine. I might be fucked up on that. I'll have to look it up. Okay, let's see here. How long into fasting should I start a dry fast? Get used to doing some snake juice fasting first. Make sure you're not having any issues, and you could try a dry fast. If I want to have an alcoholic drink, okay, I won't even finish fucking reading this one. Don't fucking drink booze. Booze is junk. Fucking junk. I haven't drank in 9 fucking years. This is the whole thing. We're trying to fucking get rid of your stupid fucking first world addictions. You don't need liquor. What do you need liquor for? That little escape? You gotta fucking escape reality? Don't be a fucking pussy. Deal with your fucking problems. Learn how to have fun without booze. And if you can't have fun without booze because all your friends are drunks, make new fucking friends and kick those fuckers to the goddamn curb. And tell them I told you to do it if you're scared to fucking just say why. Yeah, Dave Wilson says the doctor hates him because he fasted off 100 pounds. Fuck him, he said to the doctor. Yeah, the fucking doctor's an idiot. What's this one? Carrie asks, salt water made me retain a lot of fluid like crazy. The retention of water actually hurts and I can't bend my fingers. I can do about a half of the amount of salts you recommend, but still retain some water. I know everyone is different. Do I just keep experimenting? Cut them in half. Obviously, if you're not doing any exercise, that water retention, sometimes your body being actually low on sodium is going to make you bloat up. There's a fine line there. If you're too high, you'll get bloated. If you're too low, you'll get bloated when you start taking sodium back in. Okay, there's a fine fucking line. That's where you got to figure it out. The numbers I give you are just safe numbers so you don't fucking die because you OD'd on potassium somehow like a fucking idiot. Even though I think sometimes in the hospitals, they'll pump as much as 11,000 milligrams of potassium into somebody in 24 hours. So, and that's in their vein. We're drinking it through our mouth. So at least our kidneys can kick the excess. I've pounded back a lot of fucking potassium out of a glass before, concentrated, and didn't have any real issues. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Snake Diet. And also, if you want to see transformations, most of the really good ones that people have given me, I try to put them up on my Snake Diet Facebook business page. It's just called Snake Diet. So go there. You can read through that, and while you're at it, give me a fucking 5-star review. It helps spool up my page. You don't even have to write anything. You just got to click 5 stars. Here's a question. Linda Hutchins Thompson. I'm starting my first 48-hour fast with snake juice only. Should I stop my blood pressure meds? Fuck. If your blood pressure isn't haywire high, cut them. Now, if your blood pressure is crazy high without the meds, stay on them. Let the blood pressure come down. Cut the meds. I did this with a lady that was 60-some years old. She stayed on her blood pressure meds. And what happened was, I didn't even know she was on the blood pressure meds. This is back when I fucking didn't ask her what the fuck was up. This was a long time ago. And then she got lightheaded kind of at work one day. And then I fucking found out she's on blood pressure meds. And then guess what? Her blood pressure actually was below normal. And then it's like, well, pretty simple. Just cut the meds. And then her blood pressure was perfect. It was like 120/77. And then she was irate because the fucking stupid doctor had her on the blood pressure meds for fucking 6 years. And all she had to do was fast and get healthy, and she was off the fucking meds. Unbelievable. There's one. What's this say? Oh, that's Avanthia talking about blood pressure. Can you talk about breastfeeding moms and their experiences fasting? Fucking fast. If you're fat, okay, let's talk about this for a minute. If you're pregnant, no woman should gain like fucking this crazy amount of body fat when they're pregnant. The only time that'll happen is because you're a fucking lazy slob and you let yourself get fat. The amount of weight you should gain will be the weight due to the baby, the weight due to fucking any of the other fluids that come with pregnancy. Maybe the water, okay? Or the urine, I should say, because you're actually engulfed in urine. By the way, I'm not drinking piss tonight. I'm drinking this, right? And maybe like breast milk. If you gain more than 5 fucking pounds of fucking body fat when you're pregnant, you're a fucking lazy pig. You're a lazy fucking pig. You should not be gaining all this fucking weight. Your stupid doctor's a fucking idiot when he's like, oh, just eat, just go to town. You're eating for 2. Yeah, you're eating for 2? You're eating for 2 when the fetus is fucking like that big. Yeah, you're eating for 2. Your fucking baby, even when you're 10 fucking months pregnant, is gonna use up like what? Like seriously 400 fucking calories? 400 calories? That's like fucking 4 tablespoons of coconut oil, for fuck's sakes. Your fucking baby doesn't need that much food. You're eating for 1. You're eating for 1, and if you're fat, you can fast just the same. Now, breastfeeding, same bullshit. Your milk supply, you're never gonna have a fucking issue as long as you're drinking enough fucking fluid. So if you're getting in enough snake juice, you're not gonna fucking lose your milk supply. Like, look at the women in the third world countries, for fuck's sakes. They're like starving to death and drinking fucking basically sewer water, and they still have fucking clean milk. You see the way your body works? There's certain things that it just fucking produces, it's gonna be clean. Okay? There's certain things it produces, it's gonna be clean. So, fucking fast. You're always gonna be in a better state. And now if you're lean, then go fucking do a less aggressive fasting routine. Like, how hard is this? You're not, just because you're breastfeeding or you're pregnant doesn't mean shit. Like, what do you think? What do you think that fucking some pregnant woman had the luxury of eating 6 fucking meals a day back in the caveman days? No! She had to fast the same as she did before she got fucking pregnant. Nothing changes. Just that the system is just turning you into a fucking big pussy. Nothing changes. You're not fragile little pregnant women, okay? You're not fragile. You can do shit. Get your fucking pregnant ass in the fucking gym. Start doing some fucking squats. So then the birth is way easier. So then you're not a fat ass. So then when you fucking give birth, you don't die or have a fucking bad birth where the baby dies. Okay? Get your fucking fat ass in the fucking gym. I don't care if you're fucking pregnant or not. Okay. I think I beat that one to death. Fuck. That one comes up all the time. Because every time it's always an issue. A woman will post on this group. She'll be like, can I breastfeed? Can I fast and breastfeed? So now what I do is I put my fucking breastfeeding video up of this girl that was breastfeeding. And then I say, warning, Anybody that says you can't fast and breastfeed will be booted out of this fucking group. Because you can. Okay, so shut the fuck up. You're not that fragile. Get your fucking ass fasting. Now, kidney stones. What about them? You fucking probably will kick some kidney stones. You might. Okay, there's some other fasting protocol, some other things we fucked around with. Another thing, too, all these people that keep running their mouths about fucking potassium citrate, you don't need all those citrates, for fuck's sakes. You can't just, we want potassium chloride and sodium chloride. Now, some people will knock back potassium citrate and sodium citrate. We did an experiment with a lady that I know is a nurse, and it will dissolve the fuck out of kidney stones, certain types. But you don't stay on that shit. She's on it for a few days. She was dry fasting. Originally, she started dry fasting, kicked a fucking stone, and then she got scared because it's painful as fuck, because the dry fasting will fucking literally make your kidneys start kicking stones. If you're really fucked up, then you have fucking buildup in your kidneys. But then she started researching like crazy. Then we started knocking back some potassium citrate and sodium citrate for only a little short time, and it actually broke the stones down. But I'm not fucking going to start running my mouth about that yet. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? Stones can happen, though. The reason you get kidney stones is because your fucking goddamn diet and your lifestyle is fucked, and you fucking built up a bunch of shit in your kidneys. That's why people will get some back pain. And one of the best ways to remedy it that I've seen is the fucking kidney drink. If you're fucking getting some nasty back pain, first thing you should try is maybe getting that kidney drink in 2 or 3 times in the day. So you'd knock back like a half a teaspoon of the baking soda, a couple teaspoons of the vinegar. Usually what I do is I'll take the lemon juice, put a straw in it, drink a bunch of lemon juice, then knock back the vinegar and the baking soda. And then you do that maybe like 3 times in the day. If you got some back pain, and a lot of people I've helped, it just clears it up. It just gets rid of that back pain. And if you notice your piss is all cloudy, that's kidney stones. Sometimes the back pain will come like the night before, and then in the morning you'll take a piss and it'll be cloudy as fuck. I've had this happen to me. That's kidney stones. Okay, but I'm not an expert on the types of kidney stones. This one lady that was helping me, she's an RN, she knows a lot about those stones, but and like also the lemon juice and the vinegar will help break the stones down as well. Right? The citrates in the lemon juice. That's why lemon juice is the one people always talk about. And when people ask about lime juice, okay, the reason I push the lemon juice is because the lemon juice has more fucking vitamin C in it. It's higher in vitamin C than the lime juice. They're both good, but the lemon juice is more potent, I find. And plus, if you go read all over the internet, it's like always lemon juice, lemon juice, lemon juice, lemon juice, and then you start reading about it. That's why I push the lemon juice. I don't want to confuse people. I keep the protocol pretty much idiot-proof. The one thing that always is going to be the same, no matter what, is the fucking snake juice. It's salt, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, fucking water. I made a video called Poor Man Snake Juice. Watch that. If you're having any issues with diarrhea or anything, always dumb it down to just the salts and the water. Cut everything else. And then add one thing in at a time. It's called being systematic and figuring out where your fucking problem is. Don't just have a shamaz of shit. This is why people with their fucking supplements, yeah, there's a million fucking things you could add that aren't going to kick you out of fat burning mode. But if you have any issues, how do you fucking troubleshoot the goddamn problem? I'm all about simplicity. Keep things simple. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, let's see what else I got here. Jeff Wagner said, I've been tempted to do the urine drinking, but I put my foot down with the man batter. So the whole urine thing came up back in the day when I was reading about, you start reading about like fasting and cancer, and then things pop up on the internet. And I read this story about this woman who was like basically completely fucked since she was like 12 years old. Like these crazy periods that would like throw her in the hospital every time. And then she got older and she'd been through all these surgeries and shit. And then she started fasting on piss. and her husband met this like some old witch doctor downtown, and the story was really good. And then that's when I started reading about the urine, and I understand, like, see, urine, essentially your kidneys are like regulators. People think that there's a bunch of toxins that come out in your urine, which is bullshit. It's actually sterile. All the toxins get cleaned out by your liver. Okay? Your urine's sterile. Essentially, your urine is just excess minerals. And that's why it's so good for you. Because anything that's excess in your blood, like let's say our blood was slightly high in potassium. Well, you'll end up with a little bit of potassium in your urine because it regulates your blood perfectly. Your kidneys regulate your blood. And then you get this substance that your body like takes no energy to break down. It's like has like the perfect almost blueprint for you to like drink it. And then your body's like it's like the perfect electrolyte solution, really, is what it is. There's even amino acids in it. The urea is like crazy for your skin. What do you think they're making skincare products out of? The real skincare products, they were using fucking piss. And they were stealing the urea out of piss. All the best skincare products were made out of fucking piss. They even gather piss still. No one hears about this shit. This is the kind of shit that'll get you shot. All this piss is like perfect. They can screen it and make medicine out of it. Okay? This is happening. You're buying shit on the shelves that's fucking made out of piss. Okay? It's nothing new. There's actually a really good story, and I think it's a Muslim story that my buddy was telling me about. There was like a cow that was magic. It was a magic cow. And this guy was really sick. And the farmer or something said that if he drinks this cow's piss, he'll get better. It was a magic cow. Just another one of those old stories that all these stories have some truth. But it made him better and he beat his fucking health issue. Same as with fasting, with how they thought it was like this crazy spiritual thing because somebody with like, who knows, leprosy or something might fucking fast and beat it. Well, it wasn't that. It was just because of what the fasting does on a scientific level. But this fucking guy drank this fucking cow's piss for a few weeks and beat his problem. And this is actually like a religious story. Yeah, like Avanthia just said, slow down on fatty refeeds if your gallbladder is out. Like I said, the bile, you don't have that fucking big volume of bile to break down that fat. And as long as you're fasting hardcore, you don't have to be eating low carb. Like I said before, if you're doing 7-day fucking fasts, doesn't matter what the fuck you eat. Just eat lots of vegetables and apples and shit and fucking get on the fast again. It doesn't have to be like this fucking crazy high-fat meal. You're just going to take another 24 hours or something to get back into ketosis. It's not a big deal. If you're fasting hardcore, you can eat pretty much whatever the fuck you want. Just stay to the 4-to-1 ratio, even if it was some fruit. But now, depending if you're fasting shorter time frames, you're trying to lose that last 10 pounds, you got to dial in those macros a little bit better. Somebody's brought up caffeine. Coffee's trash. We all know that. It cranks up your fucking cortisol. Dehydrates the fuck out of you. Makes it so you fucking can't sleep or you don't get proper REM sleep. Let's see here. What's this one? Oh, here's one. Epilepsy. So Brooke Tebow, what about taking medication because having seizures? Guess how they used to fucking cure epilepsy in the day? They thought the person was possessed. They would lock them in a room and they would fucking beat it. They'd stop freaking the fuck out and they'd beat the seizures. Because guess what? Fucking ketosis. Because they'd make them fast. As soon as they got into ketosis, they'd have no problems. Okay? If you're on meds, if you're having seizures and shit, fucking start fucking fasting. Cut the fucking meds. That's how they beat this shit. If you go back into the Bible and all these religions, half of these stories fucking fasting cured all the problems. We already know this. It's fucking, this is common knowledge, but they don't tell you anything. Let's see here. This girl said she's pretty impressed with my medical knowledge. I have my moments. I read so much shit that I actually forget. I forget more shit than most people know because the thing is, people are asking me questions, so I gotta like learn it on the fly. That's exactly why people get smart when they're put on the spot. Like if somebody comes to me and they're having some sort of problem, I gotta like fucking start reading and Googling the fuck out of it, trying to figure out what the fuck's up. So you end up learning a lot. Okay? This doesn't happen with mainstream doctors. They're never put on the spot. Because they can just be like, here's some meds. Here's some fucking meds. Here's some meds. It's a fucking joke. I actually have to learn shit. Actually, it surprises me how much I've learned in the last couple of years. Fuck, I used to hate fucking biology, to be honest. I didn't even take it in high school. Yeah, I didn't even take biology in high school, for fuck's sakes. Now I know more about metabolism than most people fucking you know. Okay, let's see here. Do you drink the piss warm or chilled? You can have it however you want. Some people even drink it aged. There's one lady that's on my group that's fucking, she's about as hardcore as it gets. She'd fucking give herself urine enemas and then she'd even put for piss for your eyes because it's very good for your eyes. So she'd put piss in these goggles and wear them, which is pretty hardcore. Even monkeys, like they drink their piss. It's crazy. You have to read about piss. There's a lot you could read. You could sit there and read for a couple days. Read everything you want to learn. I'm just trying to find some more questions here. Okay, here's one. Can you use essential oils topically? If you're fucking dry fasting, keep shit off your goddamn skin. Okay, you don't need any of this crap. A lot of people are asking me this because they're fucking involved in MLMs trying to sell this shit. Okay, your MLM you're involved in is a fucking joke. If you want to push something and fucking make the fucking world a better place, start pushing fasting and my snake diet. Sometimes you just gotta let your stupid fucking MLM businesses go down the toilet where they belong. This girl asked me, do I do enemas? I've done enemas. I had to because I always experiment with everything. So... fuck, yeah, I was eating fucking strict keto and I had to give myself a fucking enema. But yeah, like, I got mixed thoughts on enemas. One thing, you can fuck yourself up doing them. If you pump that water into yourself too fucking quick, you can fuck yourself up and give yourself a hernia. So there's that. But say if you were plugged up, it's a good way to get rid of constipation. If you're plugged up, you could fucking hammer some warm water up your ass and fucking then get on the can and fucking you'll be unplugged in like half an hour. So that's a good way you could use it. A lot of people swear by coffee enemas and shit, but I don't buy into that because coffee's trash. You're just going to soak a bunch of fucking caffeine in through your intestinal tract and fucking like, it's like drinking coffee. And then you're high on coffee. Like, you might as well be putting liquor up your fucking pussy or up your fucking asshole like these fucking high school kids. And basically, a lot of them will fucking die from it because you'd only need like a 10% of the amount of alcohol to get all fucked up. Like, obviously, why would you fucking do a coffee enema if I'm fucking trying to tell people not drink fucking coffee? Doesn't make any sense. And going back to the caveman days too, it's like if you're healthy and everything's going good and you're doing some dry fasting, keeping all those like flukes and all those other parasites off your intestinal wall so they kick out in your fucking feces, why the fuck would you ever have to do a fucking enema anyway? If you're doing enemas to start with, it's because you're fucked up. Once you get lean and healthy from fasting, everything should just be fucking normal. You should just be able to fucking dry fast and eat a fucking nice high fucking fruit, vegetable meal with some meat. That's what this should come down to. You shouldn't have to do any of this shit. I especially wouldn't be pumping coffee up my ass, that's for sure. Yeah, see this girl, Chelsea Rocker, said ketogenic diet from Mayo Clinic is what cured my childhood epilepsy. So what we're doing here, you didn't need to eat, okay? We're in deep ketosis with fasting, deeper than you'll ever get into eating fucking keto. Okay, that's why it beats epilepsy. Fucking, you're fasting and you're burning fucking body fat and making ketones like crazy. And it heals, you can actually heal neurological damage with fasting. It's insane. It's insane what it'll do. Okay, at 9:30, I'm going to wrap this up. Let's see if there's one more good one here. And I'll finish this up. This girl said not the same coffee enema than drinking coffee. Thing is, you don't want caffeine. Okay? So coffee will fuck your stomach. It'll fuck your HCl production. But when you're pumping coffee up your ass, you're taking in all that fucking caffeine. We don't want any of it. So why the fuck would you do it? You might as well fucking go jump on the stupid keto group and start drinking coffee again, for fuck's sakes. Coffee is trash. I don't care if you're fucking putting it up your ass, putting it down your throat, or putting it in your fucking veins with an IV, for fuck's sakes. Coffee is trash. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. So everyone have a great night. If you have any more questions, ask, and maybe people will try to post my links to answer questions on these threads. Okay? Subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. Check out my Instagram too. I put some fitness, I'll start putting a little more workout videos on there and shit. Snake Diet business page. And make sure you add all your fucking friends to my Snake Diet motivation group. Add your fucking friends. Don't overwhelm Facebook. Add 20 at a time. Hit done. Go out. Go back in and add 20 at a time and continue that. Okay? Everyone have a great night and get that fat in ya.